Hello and welcome to Davy's Skoda Adventures and to part 2 of a Waters of Wonders around the Borders competition Cars and Coffee at Paxton House in the Scottish Borders. So we're kicking off part 2 of the Sunday service with a Focus ST line. Then we have an old school Audi, that's beautiful. And then we have a 911. I'm not sure what model this is, but I love the wheels on this. It's a Turbo S. And then we have a Yaris GR4. Then we have a Megane. Now, I'm not sure what model this is, but it's got a roll cage in the back. Just says Renault Sport on the side. Is there anything on the other side of the car? No, just the Renault Sport. Then we have a Subaru Impreza. A 911 Turbo. And then we have a selection of a few minis. So we've got a Cooper here. A Mini Flame Red. And then we have a minivan. Interesting fact about the minivan I've learned from Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. From when it was produced in the 60s right through to when it finished in the 80s, the minivan always retained the door hinges, sliding windows and the house style door handles. And then next to the classic minis we have the Mini Cooper here. And then we have a Mark II Fiesta XR2, I think. Yep, XR2. And it's also different to see it actually on wheel trims because the alloys were an optional extra on the XR2. Another TVR. Couldn't tell you what model this is. Sagaris, that's what it is, it's a Sagaris. Then we have a Volkswagen camper. It's amazing. And then we have some Americano here with this Buick. And then we have a Ford Econoline. Have a look at that Buick. Another 911 Cabrio. BMW 840, 850. An Alpina. B10 3.5. Another Escort RS Turbo. Series 2. E30 Estate. And a Clio Turbo. And we're just moving into the Jim Clark Trust, so we have this Lotus Cortina. Another Lotus. Guessing Jim Clark owned this one. Nissan GTR. And another GTR here. And a MacLaren. 720S. Then we have a Ferrari. And a 911 GT3 RS. And this must be Borders Competitions Lamborghini. And under the cover here must be the top secret project car they've been talking about for a while as well. Then we have a Ford Escort Mark 1 and a Monscort. So I think this has got a V6 in it, I think it's got a Mondeo V6 in it, yeah. That's right, it is. And then we have a Silvia. Toyota Supra. Another 911 S. And then we have Paul's MacLaren. Always remember, Going Places 110 on YouTube. And then we have a Peugeot 205, an MG ZS. I'm not sure what version of ZS, but we'll have a look. It's the 180, ZS 180. RX-7. And we've seen this Ford F-150 Lightning before. I think we've seen this at the Apex show. Very Fast and Furious. If you've watched the films. And then we have a Ranger. Step back to try and get this in the frame. Right, let's go and see some more. Is this a... No, I'm going to say, is this a 200 SX, 180 SX? 180. Then we have the Super Impreza. Was it done? I think it was as known. This is an STI. Then we have another one. Got to have a Subaru in the Subaru Rally livery. Another one here. And of course you've also got to have one in the McRae livery as well. So we've got a Volkswagen Golf GTI. And then a Ford Fiesta Ghia with tiger stripes. Remember when these were all the rage? And then we have a Figaro. And we have a Silver Shadow Rolls Royce. And we're just going to sample the gorgeous beige leather interior for Joseph Lloyd. I'm sure he'd appreciate seeing one of these. And we're going to finish this part on this Volkswagen Golf Mark IV. Anyway, that's it for part 2 of Waters Wander Sunday service. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe at Davies Skoda Adventures. and part 3 will follow along shortly. Farewell.